Hi guys, I'm Tanmay and welcome to my channel. So in this video, we are going to be crocheting this extremely adorable bucket hat. So I'll just go over a few important notes and tips and tricks that you have to follow throughout the video. So for this hat, we are going to be crocheting it in three parts. Okay. So we have the top part that is going to determine the size of your hat. Then we have the middle part right here. This is going to be determining the length of your hat. And then we have the brim, that is the last part that will just give a little bit flare and then fall down. So if you see, the top part determines the size. So the top part has to fit the top of your head, and then the middle part determines the length. So I have used a 4 millimeter hook and acrylic yarn for this project. The yarn type that you use and the hook size that you use is completely up to you. For the hook size, I would recommend to use the hook size that is recommended for your yarn type, because we don't want the stitches to be too tight, but we don't want them to be loose as well. So it is best to use the hook size that is recommended for the type of yarn that you're using. So in the end of this video, you will be ending up with this extremely cute hat. So let's get crocheting. So the first step to crocheting this hat is to crochet the top part. This part is round or circle shaped and is supposed to fit the top of your head. So as we crochet more rounds, the size of the circle increases and you're supposed to crochet enough rounds to fit the top of your head. So you're going to start with a magic ring. So for the magic ring, hold the end of your yarn like this, pull the longer end and make an X. Insert your hook into the center right here and pull on the second strand of yarn and just hold it there and do 2 chains. Now once you're done with the 2 chains, we are going to be doing 12 half double crochets in the circle. So we yarn over, insert our hook into this space right here, yarn over and pull through, and then pull through all. So this is one half double crochet. We are going to be doing 12 half double crochets in the same space, and this will be considered as the first round of the circle. So just keep crocheting until you have 12 half double crochets. Here I'm done with 11 half double crochets and I have one more left to go. And once you're done with 12 half double crochets, this small strand of yarn right here, you're just gonna pull it to close off the magic ring. Just make sure to pull it tight. And you remember the chain 2 that we did? So in that space, we are going to do a slip stitch. So here we are done with the first round. Now for the second round, we're going to be chaining 2 and just grab a stitch marker, and in the second chain of the chain 2, that is the top chain, just insert your stitch marker. So placing the stitch marker will help us to keep a track of our rounds. Now for the second round, we are going to be doing a increase half double crochet in every stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook into the first half double crochet, yarn over and pull through all. Now in the same stitch, do another half double crochet. So this is a half double crochet increase. You basically have to do 2 half double crochets in the same stitch. So for the next stitch, I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into the next stitch, pull through and pull through all. And I'm going to insert another half double crochet in the same stitch. Now I'm going to continue doing half double crochet increases, that is 2 half double crochets in the same stitch all across round 2. So just keep crocheting half double crochets till you reach the stitch marker, and I'll meet you once I'm done. So here I'm almost done with my round 2. I just have one stitch left. So I'm going to do 2 half double crochets in the single stitch. And like I mentioned, by the end of round 2, you should be having 24 stitches. And I'm just going to take out my stitch marker. And in the chain 2 space that we have right here, I'm going to be doing a slip knot. So this is how it looks at the end of round 2. Now we're going to start with round 3. So I'm just going to chain 2, and same as round 2, I'm going to be placing a stitch marker on the chain 2, Now in the first stitch, we are going to be doing one single half double crochet, and I'm going to be doing a half double crochet increase in the next stitch. So this is the pattern that you have to follow for round 3. That is one half double crochet and a half double crochet increase in the next stitch. So by the end of this round, you should have a total of 36 half double crochets. So since I'm done with a half double crochet increase in the previous stitch, I'm going to do a single half double crochet in the next one, and then a half double crochet increase again. And I'm going to continue this pattern for the entire of round 3. That is one half double crochet and a half double crochet increase. And by the end of round 3, like I mentioned, you should have 36 stitches. So one half double crochet and a half double crochet increase in the next stitch. So I'll meet you once I'm done. So here I'm almost done with my round 3. I just have one stitch left and I have to do a half double crochet increase in that stitch. So that's 2 half double crochets in the single stitch. And then I just take off my stitch marker and I do a slip stitch in the chain 2 space, just like we did for the previous row. And this is how it looks at the end of round 3. Now we are just going to chain 2 and repeat the same with the stitch marker. So after the chain 2, I'm going to do one half double crochet in the first stitch and a second half double crochet in the next stitch. So we did 2 half double crochets in the 2 stitches, and in the third stitch we are going to do a half double crochet increase. So this is similar to the pattern that we followed for our previous round. Just instead of one half double crochet, we do 2 half double crochets and then an increase. So these set of stitches is what you have to repeat throughout this entire round. So I do one half double crochet in the first stitch, then a half double crochet in the next, and a half double crochet increase. So here I'm done with the next set of stitches. So the basic idea is 2 half double crochets and a half double crochet increase. So by the end of this row, you should have a total of 48 stitches. So the reason I'm telling you guys the number of stitches that you should have in every round is so that you can keep a track of them. And by the end of the round, make sure that you have those many stitches. Because if you miss a stitch or two, then your top part will not have a proper circular shape. And that can affect the shape of your hat as well. So you have to make sure that your top part is in a proper circular shape. So just make sure that at the end of every round, the number of stitches that you have are correct for that particular round. So for this round, we will be ending up with 48 stitches. And the basic pattern that you guys have to follow, like I mentioned, is 2 half double crochets and a half double crochet increase. And I'll meet you once I'm done, and you are supposed to have a total of 48 stitches for this row. So here I'm almost done with my round 4 as well. I just have one last stitch left and I have to do a half double crochet increase in that stitch, and then in the chain 2 space we are going to slip stitch. So for the next row, you're going to follow the same pattern, that is chain 2. So for the previous round, how we did 2 half double crochets and then an increase. For this round, we'll be doing 3 half double crochets and then an increase. So don't forget your stitch marker. So after you place the stitch marker in the first stitch, we are going to be doing 1 half double crochet, another half double crochet in the next stitch, and the third half double crochet in the next stitch. So we basically do 3 half double crochets and then we do an increase in the fourth stitch. So this is the pattern that you are going to be following for your fifth round. That is 3 single half double crochets and a half double crochet increase. So you can see 3 single half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase. So these set of stitches are what you're going to repeat for your fifth round. That is 3 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase. And by the end of your fifth round, you should have a total of 60 stitches. That is 60. So you should have a total of 60 stitches by the end of your fifth round. And the basic pattern is 3 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase. And I'll meet you once I'm done. And this is how it looks when I'm almost done with my fifth round. I just have one more stitch to go and I have to do a half double crochet increase in that stitch. And once I'm done, I'm just going to take my stitch marker out and I'm going to do a slip stitch in the chain 2 space. So this is the basic idea of this pattern to increase the number of rounds. So like for the fourth row, we did 2 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase. For the fifth row, we did 3 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase. So for the sixth row, we are going to be doing 4 half double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we are going to do a half double crochet increase. So you just have to continue doing this all across the sixth round. That is 4 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase. So as you crochet more rounds, the number of single half double crochets that you do has to increase. So like for this round, we have 4 single half double crochets. For the seventh round, we will be having 5 single half double crochets. And you just have to keep increasing that number as you crochet more rounds. And by the end of the sixth round, you should have a total of 72 stitches. So make sure that you have the exact number of stitches for every round. And for the sixth round, we will be having 72 stitches in total. So you basically just do 4 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase. And I'll meet you once I'm done with this round. So now as you can see here, I'm done with my sixth round as well, and I ended with a half double crochet increase. I'm going to chain 2. Now for the sixth round, we had 4 single half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase. So for the seventh round, we are going to do 5 single half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase. So like I mentioned before, the number of single half double crochets that you do for every row has to increase. So for the seventh row, we have 5 single half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase. So if you crochet the eighth row, you should have 6 single half double crochets and then an increase. So the top part of the hat, like I mentioned, determines the size of the hat. So you have to crochet this round big enough that it fits your head. So you have to continue crocheting rows until you're sure that the hat is going to fit your head. Because like I mentioned, the top part is going to determine the size of your entire hat. So you have to make sure that it fits your head. I will most probably be crocheting 2 more rows, so that is a total of 9 rows. But depending on how big you want your hat to be, just keep crocheting rows, and these rows basically increase the size of the hat. Once you're done with the top part and once you're done increasing the size of the base, I will meet you and show you how to crochet the middle part. So I'm going to be doing a seventh row and then a eighth row. So that's 2 more rows I'm going to be crocheting. And once I'm done, I'll meet you and show you how to crochet the middle part of the hat. And like I mentioned, every time you crochet a new row, you have to increase the number of single half double crochets. So for my seventh row, I'm doing 5 single half double crochets and then an increase. And by the end of seventh row, I should have a total of 84 stitches. And then for the eighth row, I'll be doing 6 single half double crochets and then an increase. And by the end of eighth row, I should have 96 stitches. So here I've just mentioned the number of stitches that you should have in every row if you're crocheting up to 12 rows, depending on the size of your head. Just keep crocheting so that your hat fits your head perfectly. And just refer to this to make sure that you have gotten the correct amount of stitches in every row. And I'll meet you once I'm done with my top part. I will be crocheting 2 more rows, so that is the 7th and the 8th row. And after the 8th row, I'll be crocheting the middle part of my hat, and I'll show you guys how to do that once I'm done with the top part. So I'll meet you once I'm done. So here I'm done with my top part. So I'm just going to chain 2 and put a stitch marker. And now I'm going to be doing a row of double crochets. So for the middle part, you just have to crochet rows of double crochet, and the number of rows that you do will determine the length of your hat. So now what I mean by length is if you want your hat to be shorter or longer. So just basically the length that you want for your hat, that is going to be determined by the rows that you do for the middle part. So like how the top part decides the size of the hat, the middle part is going to decide the length of the hat. So depending on where you want the hat to end. So if you want it to end on your forehead, if you want it to be a little longer than that or a little shorter, completely up to you, completely customizable. You just have to do those many number of rows in the middle part. So if you want your hat to end before your forehead, so you do lesser number of rows. If you want it to end after, you do more number of rows. I'm going to be crocheting, I think, 6 to 7, but I feel like the most accurate way of getting the desired length for your hat is to put it on your head. So once you're done with, say, 3 or 4 rows, just put the hat on your head and check where it's reaching and check on how many rows you need to crochet. So all the rows that you crochet for the middle part are just going to be rows of double crochet. So here I'm doing the first row of double crochet, and you can see that there's like a little bit of a build up, and that is how it's going to determine the length, because once we put it on our head like this, it's kind of going to fall down, and this right here is the length. So the more rows you do, the length increases. And the best way to get the desired length for the hat is just to put it on your head and see where it's reaching and check if you need to crochet more rows or less rows, or if you're done crocheting rows, any adjustment that you have to make. I feel like the best way to decide it is just to put it on your head and check. So I'll be crocheting around 6 rows, and I'll show you how to start the next row once I'm done with my first row. And make sure to use a stitch marker, because it's very easy to get confused on when the row starts or ends. So it's always good to use a stitch marker to keep a track of your rows. And I'll meet you once I'm done and I reach the stitch marker. So here, as you can see, I'm almost done with my first round of the middle part. I'm just going to do one last double crochet, and then in the chain 2 space right here, I'm going to do a slip stitch. And let me just get the stitch marker out, and then I'm going to chain 2, place the stitch marker back, and now I'm going to continue doing double crochet all across like we did for the previous row. So like I mentioned, this is going to determine the length of your hat. So just keep crocheting rows of double crochet till you reach your desired length. And I feel like the best way to determine if you've reached your desired length is to just put the hat on and check the size and the length as well to see if you have reached. So I'll be crocheting around 6 rows or in the middle part, following the same pattern, that is rows of double crochet. And once you're done with this, I'll show you guys how to crochet the last part of the hat, and I'll meet you once I'm done with my middle part. So here, as you can see, I am done with my middle part, and I'm going to start the last part of the hat, that is the brim. So the first row that you're going to do for the brim is going to have a set of single double crochets and then a double crochet increase. The pattern is similar to what we followed for the top part. So I hope you guys remember the number of rows that you did for your top part. I had done a total of 8 rows for my top part. So depending on the number of rows that you did, this pattern will vary for you from here on. So since I did 8 rows for my top part, my last row had 6 single half double crochets and then a double crochet increase. So if you have done 9 rows, then you will have 7 single half double crochets. Or if you have done less, then you will have less half double crochets. So the first row of brim is going to have the same single half double crochets into 2. So like I mentioned, the 8th row had 6 single half double crochets. So for the first row of my brim, I'm going to do 12 single double crochets. We are going to be doing double crochets and not half double crochets, but the number of single double crochets that you do is basically going to be twice the number of single half double crochets that you had. So let me just break it down once again. The number of single half double crochets that you had on the last row of your top part, just double it. So I had 6 single half double crochets, I double it, and there are 12. Then on the first row of my brim, I'm going to do 12 double crochets and then a double crochet increase. So let's just get started. If you guys have confusion, I have mentioned it on the top here. So the last row of your top part, the number of single half double crochets that you did, multiply that by 2 or basically double it, and you have to do those many single double crochets in the first row of your brim and then do an increase. So I had done 8 rows for my top part. So I have 6 single half double crochets in my last row. I'm going to double it, so that's 12. So I'll be doing 12 double crochets and then an increase for the first row of my brim. So I'm just going to chain 2, yarn over, and I'm going to do 12 double crochets for the first row of my brim. So here I'm done with the 12 double crochets for the first row, and then after that I'm going to do a double crochet increase. So 1 and 2. So I basically do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. And once you're done with this, you're just going to repeat these set of stitches again. So I do 12 double crochets and then an increase. 12 double crochets and then an increase. And I keep following this pattern for the first row of the brim only. Again, to come to the number 12, you just have to count the number of single half double crochets you had on the last row of your top part, multiply that by 2, and that is the number of single double crochets you do before you do a double crochet increase, and then you repeat that pattern. So after the increase, I'm going to do 12 double crochets again, and then I'm going to do an increase. So you just have to keep repeating this pattern for the first row of the brim. Once I'm done with the first row, I'll tell you how to proceed with the second row. So here I'm done with the first row of the brim, and like I mentioned, I did 12 double crochets and then a double crochet increase. The number of single double crochets that you do is going to be double the number of single half double crochets that you did for the last row of your top part. Now, since I've done 12 single double crochets, you're going to follow the same pattern that we did for our top part. That is, I'm going to increase the number of single double crochets. So since I've done 12 in the first row, for the second row, I'm going to be doing 13 double crochets and then a double crochet increase. So you just have to follow the same pattern that we did for the top part. Just instead of half double crochets, you are crocheting double crochets. So like I said, I did 12 double crochets. So I'll be doing 13 double crochets and then an increase. And for the brim, I think I'll just be crocheting 3 rows. But the number of rows that you do is again completely up to you. You can wear it and see if you need the brim to be longer or shorter. You can just do 2 rows and finish it, or you can do 5 rows. It's completely up to you. I will be doing only 3 rows, and the pattern is the same, so you guys can just continue crocheting. And as you move on to the next row, just increase the number of single double crochet that you're doing. So I had done 12, I'll be doing 13, and for my next row, that is the third row of the brim, I'll be doing 14. And if you're doing more rows, you can just continue, but the number of single double crochets that you do will depend on the top part that you did, that is the number of rows that you did for your top part. And I'll meet you once I'm done with my brim. So here I'm done with the brim as well, and like I mentioned, I did 3 rows, and I'm just gonna chain 1 and fasten off. So now this next step is completely up to you if you guys want to do it or not, or which one you guys want to do. It's completely up to you. I'm just gonna add a little detailing to the hat. So I'm going to be doing 2 things. First, I'm going to be crocheting a row of single crochet all along the edge. There's no increase, there's no counting, nothing, just simple single crochet in every stitch all across with this really adorable red color. And I'm going to be adding a little bow detail. How to do the bow detail, I'll be explaining it to you. But for now, to start with the single crochet, I'm just going to grab any stitch. So let's just say this stitch. I'm going to insert my hook I'm going to grab the end of my yarn like this, just put it on the hook and pull through the loop and chain one. So I'm going to be doing single crochets all along. So I just insert my hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through two loops. So I'm just going to continue doing simple single crochets all along. And as you can see, it gives a little color to the hat and it makes it look a little prettier. So just crochet one or two rows, it's completely up to you. So I don't want this row to add any sort of length or width or anything on the hat. I just want a little pop of color and a little detailing. So this is the first thing that I'm doing for the detailing. And the next thing that I'm going to do is add a little bow over here in the end before the brim starts. So I'll show you how to do that exactly. But for now, I'm just going to finish the single crochets all along with this color. And I'm going to be crocheting only one row, but it is completely up to you if you want to do more. So I'll meet you once I'm done. So here, as you can see, I'm almost done with the row. I just have one more single crochet left to go. And in the chain ones that we did, I'm just going to slip stitch. And here I'm done. So I'm just gonna fasten off. And as you can see, it adds a little cute color to the hat. Now the next thing that we're gonna do is add a bow detail right here. I did 3 rows for the brim. So depending on the number of rows that you did for the brim, just count those many bags. And then in this particular row, that is the row before we start the brim, I'm going to be inserting a strand of yarn all over, and then we're going to tie it into a bow at one corner. So for the bow detail, I'm just going to continue chaining till I have double the width of my hat. So just consider this the width of your hat, and I'm going to keep chaining until I have double the width and a little extra room for us to tie the bow. So as I crochet, you get a clear idea of what I'm trying to do. But for now, just hold your yarn like this and make a slip knot and just tighten it around the hook. And I'm going to continue chaining till I have double the width of my hat and a little extra. So I'm not sure how many chains you have to do, since the width of the hats will differ depending on the hook size that you have used and depending on the size of the hat that you have crocheted. So just keep chaining and I'll show you what I mean by double the width of the hat once I'm done. So let me explain what I meant by the lengthening now. So I'm not done yet, but you can see that there are 3 rows that I've done for the brim. Now, depending on the number of rows that you guys have done for the brim, it'll vary. Now, I'm going to be putting this exactly like this. So that is 1 row before I started the brim. So as you can see, these are the 3 rows of the brim. And in this row right here, I'm just going to place it exactly like this to make sure I have the exact length, and you can see that I still do not have enough for double. So I'm going to keep chaining until I have enough for double that particular row and a little extra room as well. So let me just keep chaining and you'll get a clear picture once I show it to you how it looks like when I'm done. So here I'm done chaining to the length that I need. So just to show you guys how to check, just grab the chains, fold them in half like this, place it on that particular row. Like I mentioned, it is 1 row before you have started the brim. Just place it on that row like this. And after you're done, you can see that I have enough for the bow detail as well. So I'm going to stop chaining now. I think I've done around 180 to 190 chains just for your reference. So if you follow the same size as mine, I think you can chain 180 to 190 chains and you're good to go. So once you have also reached the length, you can just fasten off and make sure you tie it off extremely tight, since we don't want the chains to come off and we want to trim this so there's no excess yarn just falling off. So once you have tightened them, just grab your scissors and trim off really close to the knot on both the sides. And then you're going to grab your hook. So one thing you can do for this is increase your hook size. So a bigger hook size will make it kind of easier for you guys to pull it through. So the row that we are supposed to crochet it into, Okay, so just insert your hook into any stitch like this. Just make sure you have only one stitch on the hook. Hold your yarn like this and just pull. Now, since we want the bow detail to be more on the top, I'm just going to count 5 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then in my 6th stitch, I'm going to repeat it. So in my 6th stitch, I'm going to take 1 stitch on the hook, grab the yarn like this and pull. So I'm just going to continue doing this all across. So I count 5 stitches. The number of stitches that you do is also completely up to you. If you guys want more or less, it's completely up to you. So I'm going to count 5 stitches. And in the 6th stitch, I'm going to place it on the hook like this. I'm going to hold the yarn and I'm going to pull. So just pull it like this. And you can see that it gives a really cute look to the hat as well. So repeat the same process. Count to 5. On the 6th stitch, just hold it like this and pull. So I'm just going to keep repeating this till I reach the end. The bow that I'm going to tie is going to be on this corner here. So I'll meet you once I reach that corner. You just have to keep repeating the same process. Count the number of stitches that you want as the space and insert your hook and just pull through. If you want to make this strand thicker, you can do a row of single crochets also once you're done chaining the length that you need. But since I've already done single crochets here, I kind of wanted the strand to be thin, so I've not done that. But if you guys want, you can maybe do a row of single crochets and then repeat the same process. So this process that I'm doing stays the same irrespective of if you do another row of single crochets or not. So I'm just gonna continue. So here, as you can see, I am done on both the sides and I've gotten my leftover strands of yarn here. So as you can see that these two are not equal, so I'm just going to do a little of pushing and pulling around to make these both equal. So whichever is the longer one on that side, you are just going to pull it a little bit like this all across till you reach the other end, just like this. And you can see that they are equal now. So just keep doing this until you get equal on both the sides. So to make the bow, just hold both the sides like this. Make bunny ears, cross them, push one of them through the loop and just tighten it. And then you just adjust it a little bit. And there you go, you have your bow. And here we are done with the hat and I hope you guys enjoyed crocheting it.